Hello, this is Matthew Horning from AEP 803, Cultural Diversity from Fort Hays State University. This is my final presentation that goes along with Blog 4, and it is going to be about the Burmese immigrants. First off, where do Burmese immigrants come from? Well, Burmese immigrants come from Burma, a country between India, Thailand, and China. The population of Burma is 53.4 million. Life expectancy is 64.5 compared to 78.2 years in the USA. Their main religion is 89% Buddhist, and the government is ran by a military dictatorship. Their main exports is natural gas and wood. Why leave Burma? Well, Burma is a rich country in natural gas and minerals, yet it is a third world country. It has been ruled by a military dictatorship for over the last 40 years that does not care about human rights. Burmese citizens had their money taken away overnight and was forced into poverty from the military taking control of their banks. In the 1980s, many Burmese were executed by military when they fought for democratic rights. Many citizens are forced into slavery, and children are forced into harsh working conditions in order for tourist attractions to be made for people that visit this country. Many slaves die while they are working. In the mid-1980s, the military changed the name of the country to Myanmar. Where do they go? Well, there are refugee camps located all around the borders of Myanmar, which was Burma. They flee their country to have better lives where they are treated as human beings and have to have freedoms that many people take for granted. They can spend 6 to 10 years in these camps waiting for the relocation of themselves and their families. Well, what's so bad about these camps? Well, many camps only have the bare necessities of things needed to live. Many do not have running water, and most refugees have never seen a flushing toilet. Many of the refugees are illiterate and cannot read in their own native language. Living conditions in the camps are very rough. All dreams of a better tomorrow where their dreams for themselves and their families can come true. So what is so great about coming to the USA? Well, many of the refugees are willing and ready to work. Most of them look for jobs in the meat processing plants. In the USA, they cannot be thrown into slavery, and their children are not forced to work long and dangerous hours. Children are able to go to school and get a quality education. Most camps do not have any forms of schools for the refugees. New places, new problems. Many of the refugees that leave camps and come to the USA leave family members behind, such as brothers, sisters, and grandparents. Most are used to living in third world conditions and do not know how to use appliances. The culture is different and not all well accepted into the community. In Fort Wayne, Illinois, 6,000 Burmese refugees reside. One laundromat posted on their billboard, "No Burmese allowed due to health issues." The Burmese ate some type of nut and they spit it on the floor and it turned their saliva red. So following settling in a new area, well, according to this one website, a Burmese lady lost 7 fingers for not being able to understand the safety training at her job. A newborn died in the emergency room because it was kept waiting for treatment. And children get taken away from their parents due to lack of cultural awareness. When refugees get here, they do not understand how to get to the store, to the doctor's appointments, or watch TV, or do that because of lack of knowledge. They are very frustrated because they cannot communicate with people that are around them. There is help for the refugees. There's advocacy centers are there for refugees. If more people understood the difficulties refugees went through in their lives and to get here, they would have more of an open heart. From Pat Proctor, one of the board members of the Advocacy Center. Catholic Charities of Northeast Kansas help Burmese refugees settle in and find new work. In Kansas City, Kansas, they help the Burmese find their American dream and help them to open up a Burmese store filled with items that they need. But there's more problems for the Burma immigrants. In 2013, 120,000 Burmese refugees are still in camps along the Thailand border. 6,500 of those hope to come to the U.S. and restart their lives and join the family members that have already relocated to the USA. Unfortunately, the U.S. State Department has stopped accepting resettlement applications for refugees from these camps. The application process is stopped but said resettlements are still taking place. Well, closing thoughts. Many people deal with things that we have no idea about. Even though people of different origins greet you with a smile, it is a mask covering the many pains of their past. As a country made of immigrants, we have to be open to different cultures and help them to settle into their new homes. If we support each other and help newcomers to be self-sufficient and provide for themselves, we improve their lives and our own. It is more of a challenge for them than it is for us, and both cultures have to have tolerance for each other with the growing pains of our great nation. Here's a list of my bibliography. Here's my bibliography, which is a list of different resources that I use to gather the information from the slide. Feel free to visit these websites to gather more information about the different types of refugees and the Burmese refugees and ways that you can help them get accustomed to this great place. Thank you for your time and have a good evening.